Now, you remember last year we caught up with Jamie Cunningham, who is the Executive Director of E1H, the region's first sports incubator, a joint venture between Ethara and Jamie's very own business, One2Watch. One2Watch, or 1TW, is a sports investment advisory business incorporated in the ADGM. With a focus on, looking to grassroots sports here in the region. Jamie's worked in sports the world over and knows this region all too well. One2Watch are now looking to bring 5 sports and entertainment entrepreneurs together for a showcase event in Abu Dhabi after the remote incubator program has been running for quite some time, featuring technology, sustainability, wellness, talent and IP projects, amongst others. Well, to bring us up to date with the latest developments, a pleasure to welcome back to the show the Executive Director of E1H and, of course, the man behind One2Watch, Jamie Cunningham, who joins us live on the line. JC, good to see you as always. Thanks so much indeed for joining us.
Good morning, Tom and the team. All good?
Yeah, we're all good, but a bit of a trip down memory lane. I remember when you came into the studio to announce the launch of this initiative with Ethara. That was a while ago. What's been going on behind the scenes since then?
Well, look, it's great. We're in Cohort 2, which is great. Obviously, there were obvious challenges over the last few months of running a cohort, which is why we did it remotely. We're attracting, more and more talented entrepreneurs to the program. We've got a great mix of entrepreneurs that, are part of this cohort that we're showcasing today here at Yas Marina Circuit at the E1H Pitch, which is their moment in front of investors and stakeholders, effectively, of who can help their business go to the next level. So overall, we're emerging into a good place in many respects. For E1H, last year was our own proof of concept, effectively, where we did well with Cohort 1, which was a great group of entrepreneurs who have done really well. A couple of them showcased at Formula One this year. One of them won a contract with Formula One, in actual fact, a great business called Ecosium. It's one where overall the sort of system and the plumbing works. We now want to sort of ramp it up and take it to the next level, and therefore we're likely to be doing another cohort pretty soon, another announcement for our next incubator. And we're sort of mixing that with events where we attract investors and the sort of sports and entertainment ecosystem to come and see innovation that we've sort of verified. The beauty of the partnership is obviously with Ethara we have the most successful and largest sports and entertainment business in the UAE and probably the GCC. Obviously, promoters of F1 were voted Promoter of the Year in F1, but do all the music events and run Zayed Sports City and many other different sports operations. So the bottom line is we can test any business pretty much. We've also got City Football Group as a partner, who are obviously the owners of Manchester City, the world's biggest football organisation. So again, the beauty of it is that, and it's sort of why, without getting too much of the marketing speak, we say we're about access, commerce and capital. The access is probably the most important part of what we do, because it means that we can help an entrepreneur to come forward and go, this is the business, I've got a media business, I've got a sustainability business, I've got a tech business, this is my vision for it, this is what I want to achieve. And then we can go, okay, great, let's, we like the idea, we can go and verify it with real commercial partners and help them go to market and win business, and then attract the right investors.
You mentioned the proof of concept being proven by the first cohort into the second cohort, albeit against a challenging background at the moment. Talk to me about some of the talent that you're seeing come through ahead of the pitch.
So, so we've got a great mix. Let's go into some of the specifics. We've got Bilkis Green Technologies, which is a sustainability platform looking at waste management. Two sisters who have been working deeply with Dr. Arouge, who's the head of sustainability here at Ethara, to look at, how Ethara can do waste management better. They're doing it pretty well at the moment, to be fair, in terms of from events and everything else. But that's a great business. We've got in technology, we've got an incredible Emirati business called VAI Technologies. Abdullah and Waleed, who have basically got a rival to Meta Glasses. It's very much aimed at elite athletes. And what I'd say is the Lycra weekend, which, Tom, you're probably not part of, and I'm not part of either. But in terms of, cycling, running every weekend and doing all that side of things, it's, but VAI is, I actually did test out the glasses last week, and it's brilliant because basically you have a sort of, a screen with inside the glasses where you see how you're performing, how you're running, what your speed is. If you are in that space where you want to break a 4.5 minute mile, then, it would give you coaching back of what you need to do that. But it's brilliant because it's a proper Emirati tech business. They're winning lots of awards. They did so at Make It in the Emirates. Really brilliant. And we're helping them, refine their business case for it. So the final one I'm going to mention, I should probably need to mention all of them now, but is a great British entrepreneur called Charlie, who's got a business called Blastball, which if and when Charlie gets it right, which I think he's massively heading in the right direction, it's a sort of Instagram game for families in the back garden, effectively, that you can play against other families in the back garden along the way. It's really cool. It was ambitious and we liked his energy and we went, why wouldn't we do this? This is technically invent a new sport and it's got a e-gaming part to it and it's ambitious and bold, and why wouldn't we want to do that? We've got, I think I need to complete the whole lot, the People Agency, which is a brilliant HR talent platform which is using AI to verify people and look at where talent comes into play. And then Neil, who's doing Recover, which is an injury platform, which I think anybody who's been injured along the way, it can be a lonely journey. So it's really a sort of social media Strava, effectively, to look at how people can get better information. So you can hear it's a wide mix of what we're doing, and that reflects what sports and entertainment should be. It's something where a lot of our rivals only do sports tech. I think tech is the theme that runs across a lot of our businesses, because all those businesses have a tech element to them. Of course they do, and they're all looking at AI. But we want to really inspire entrepreneurs in the next generation to think about sports and entertainment. And our ambition isn't just local; it's global with what we want to do. There isn't. Our point of difference is the events piece, and we do actually have a really cool event, hopefully coming down the line within our venture studio, which is groundbreaking. So hopefully we'll be back with you in a few months' time to tell you more about that.
Yeah, looking forward
but
to that.
Overall, it's a really good mix.
Just very quickly, Jamie, we're almost out of time. Literally got about 30 seconds left. But in terms of it sounds like you've got a great list of finalists there, all gunning it out at the pitch. I know that you're all about empowering entrepreneurs and early stagers, but what sets E1H apart? A lot of people will say, oh, look, it's just another program. It's just another platform.
Ultimately, it's the fact that we are properly, with Ethara and then our background, we are properly connected with global sport. Yeah. If somebody has a good proposition, we can pick up the phone to anybody in global sport and make it happen for them. End of story. Most incubators, accelerators don't do things in that way. There isn't anything like us in the region. There's very little like us in Europe. There's a couple in the States. So we're in an exciting place from that point of view. It's to make it real and to make it happen.
We look forward to the result. We look forward to that next big announcement as well. All the best with the pitch. All the best to all of the finalists, and all the best to you as well, JC. Jamie Cunningham there, the Executive Director of E1H, the region's first sports incubator, a joint venture with Ethara, and of course his own business, One to Watch. And a big thanks to he for joining us live on the line ahead of the pitch.